The era of paying thousands of dollars for surgical precision is dead and buried. For decades, we were told that true accuracy demanded a premium price tag. But the relentless rise of automated CNC machining has completely leveled the battlefield. Stop throwing your money away on flashy carbon fiber wraps and elite boutique brand names. Today, we are stripping down 7 brutal survival machines that cost less than half the price, but pack the mechanical perfection to outshoot the most expensive luxury rifles on Earth. Let us begin. Number 7. The CZ600 American. The CZ600 series represents a total violent departure from the classic micro-Mauser actions of their legacy platforms. For many veteran hunters, the aggressive industry move toward injection-molded plastics and aluminum chassis systems represents a tragic loss of the traditional soul of a hunting rifle. The desire for classic steel set into high-grade wood remains incredibly strong, but executing proper wood-to-metal fitment without compromising precision is notoriously expensive. This weapon bridges that gap, beautifully proving that gorgeous varnished Turkish walnut and modern sub-minute of angle precision can absolutely coexist. The heart of this platform is a highly advanced, heavily engineered push-feed design. The action features a beautifully machined, oversized bolt knob and a short-throw 60-degree bolt lift, making it incredibly fast and fluid to cycle under extreme stress. But the true mechanical marvel is the patented vertical tang safety and the trigger system. The safety is completely silent and highly ergonomic. Even better, the rifle features an independent bolt release button allowing you to cycle the action and unload a live chamber while the safety mechanism remains fully engaged, locking the sear. The trigger allows the operator to externally select 4 distinct repeatable pull weight settings using a simple Allen key, dropping down to a crisp 1.75-pound break without ever removing the action from the stock. But traditional aesthetics demand a heavy physical toll. The deal breaker here is the overall weight of the system. Because it uses a dense wooden stock and heavy-duty metal architecture, it easily tips the scales at over 8.3 pounds, before you even mount a rifle scope. That is a massive, punishing burden if you are pushing deep into the backcountry or climbing steep ridges for days on end. Price is $849. Number 6. The Savage 1. 10 Series and Axis 2. Savage arms fundamentally altered the entire trajectory of modern rifle manufacturing. They are the ultimate disruptors of traditional gunsmithing rules. Instead of prioritizing luxurious aesthetics or hand-polished finishes, they prioritized absolute mechanical alignment above all else. This is a weapon built for the utilitarian marksman who demands custom rifle precision without paying for unnecessary cosmetic beauty. The legendary accuracy of this platform relies on 2 highly critical engineering workarounds that completely bypass expensive human labor. First is the thread-in-barrel nut system. Instead of paying a master gunsmith to manually cut and hand ream the chamber to achieve perfect headspace, Savage threads the barrel into the receiver and locks it down with a heavy-duty steel nut. This guarantees absolute zero-tolerance alignment straight from the factory floor, completely eliminating human error from the manufacturing process. Second is the brilliant floating bolt head. Unlike traditional solid steel bolts, the front face of the Savage bolt is pinned to the main body, allowing a minute amount of self-adjusting flex. When you push the bolt forward and lock it down, that floating head automatically squares itself perfectly against the base of the cartridge. This ensures 100% lug abutment and perfectly concentric alignment of the bullet, with the bore axis delivering downrange precision that rivals full custom sniper platforms. Furthermore, they include the legendary user-adjustable AccuTrigger, which absolutely prevents an accidental discharge while allowing the operator to dial the weight down to a crisp 2.5-pound break. But this heavy obsession with internal geometry leaves the external physical operation feeling incredibly unrefined. The deal breaker here is the notoriously rough action cycling. If you apply too much lateral or sideways force while pushing the bolt forward, it is highly prone to binding and stuttering in the receiver raceways. It completely lacks the silky smooth glide of premium European actions and demands a perfectly straight, forceful push to cycle reliably under adrenaline and pressure. Price ranges from $400 to $669. Number 5. The Winchester XPR. When Winchester introduced this platform, it marked a monumental shift in their trajectory, representing their first entirely new bolt-action rifle design in over half a century. They completely abandoned the legendary controlled round feed of the Model 70 to create something ruthlessly efficient. The corporate objective was clear: produce a weapon that utilized modern manufacturing efficiencies to drastically drive down cost without sacrificing the rugged reliability required by serious backcountry hunters. It is an absolute masterclass in functional blue-collar engineering. The core of this machine is a bar-stock solid steel machined receiver housing a highly robust full-diameter bolt with 3 massive locking lugs. This specific 3-lug geometry allows for a short, lightning-fast 60-degree bolt lift. This is a critical tactical advantage because it completely prevents your knuckles from smashing into the ocular bell of large modern scopes when you are rapidly cycling the action under adrenaline. To further enhance the speed of the weapon, the bolt body is coated with a highly advanced nickel Teflon finish. This provides an exceptionally slick glide and extreme resistance to corrosive elements. They also integrated their proprietary MOA trigger system, which relies on brilliant mechanical geometry and hardened steel components rather than high spring tension to deliver zero take-up and zero creep. It is a relentless workhorse that thrives in the mud and the freezing rain of the high country. But achieving this aggressive price point required brutal cuts to its visual appeal. The deal-breaker here is the heavily stripped-down utilitarian aesthetic. The basic injection-molded polymer stock and the bulky single-stack plastic magazine make the rifle feel somewhat clunky and cheap in your hands. It completely lacks the refined elegance of legacy hunting platforms. Price ranges from $449 to $730. Number 4. The Howa 1500 and Weatherby Vanguard. But before we dive into the heavy metal of this Japanese powerhouse, I have a quick question for you. What specific architectural feature of the Howa 1500 receiver allows it to perfectly tame the brutal recoil of massive Magnum cartridges? Is it A, a tubular steel chassis, B, a flat bottom receiver with an integral recoil lug, or C, a titanium recoil buffer? Drop your guess in the comments below right now. I will reveal the answer at the end of the video. This platform is widely considered one of the most robust, dependable, and severely underrated rifle actions on the global market. It rolls off the assembly lines in Japan and serves as the mechanical heart for both the Howa and Weatherby Vanguard brands. While modern manufacturers are obsessed with shaving ounces, this weapon was engineered with an old-world heavy-duty philosophy. It is designed to be overbuilt, indestructible, and capable of surviving the worst physical abuse imaginable. The absolute core of its strength is its massive flat-bottom receiver and integral machined recoil lug. Unlike cheaper tubular receivers, the flat-bottom architecture vastly increases the bedding surface area within the stock. This leads to incredible mechanical rigidity, preventing the action from torquing or twisting when you touch off a heavy 300 Winchester Magnum load. The bolt utilizes a massive forged single-piece body with a heavily sprung M16-style extractor, ensuring positive extraction even in heavily fouled chambers. Furthermore, it comes standard with the Howa actuator-controlled trigger, a brilliant 2-stage match-grade system that completely eliminates unpredictable creep. But this heavy-duty overbuilt philosophy comes with an inescapable physical penalty. The deal-breaker here is the severe weight of the system. Weighing in at nearly 8 pounds before you even mount an optic or load a magazine, this rifle is a heavy burden to carry. It is not designed for the ultralight mountain hunter, but rather for the marksman who demands an immovable platform to launch heavy Magnum rounds with absolute stability. Price ranges from $549 to $699. Number 3. The Tikka T3x Lite. This weapon is the undisputed Finnish benchmark of mechanical precision. It carries the pure aristocratic bloodline of the global Beretta-holding conglomerate and the ultra-premium Sako empire. It is a critical manufacturing reality that these rifles are forged in the exact same facility, utilizing the exact same cold hammer forging machinery and operated by the exact same master technicians as Sako rifles that cost thousands of dollars more. It is the ultimate sleeper agent of the precision rifle world, hiding world-class barrel metallurgy inside a highly affordable modular polymer stock. The absolute brilliance of this platform lies in its flawlessly simplified push-feed action. It features two massive locking lugs allowing for a fast 70-degree bolt lift. But what truly sets it apart is the internal machining. The receiver is broached and polished to such extreme geometric perfection that it rivals full custom blueprinted actions right out of the box. Cycling the bolt feels like sliding heavy steel across wet ice. It is an incredibly fluid silken motion that allows for lightning-fast follow-up shots without ever pulling your optic off the target. It is a masterclass in extreme CNC manufacturing tolerances, delivering devastating impacts with absolute consistency. However, this pristine European performance comes with a frustrating omission for the modern tactical hunter. The deal-breaker here is the complete lack of a factory-threaded muzzle on the standard light model. In an era where sound suppressors and radial brakes are heavily utilized in the backcountry, you are forced to either pay a professional gunsmith to cut and thread the barrel or spend significantly more capital to upgrade to their premium variant just to get that essential tactical feature. Price is roughly $750. Number 2. The CVA Cascade. This weapon is the silent assassin of the budget market. It is a name that is often overlooked or forgotten by traditional marksmen, but it hides a highly guarded secret straight from the manufacturing floors of Spain. Connecticut Valley Arms heavily leverages its corporate synergy to deliver a platform that violently disrupts the premium tier. The absolute core of its phenomenal ballistic performance is its biological connection to the ultra-premium Bergara series. It utilizes the exact same world-class chromoly steel barrel, blanks honed, and button rifled in the exact same Spanish facility as rifles costing thousands of dollars more. By purchasing this platform, you are essentially acquiring a masterclass Bergara barrel disguised in a blue-collar shell. They mated this precision steel to a highly efficient proprietary dual-lug action featuring a fast 70-degree bolt throw, allowing for remarkably quick follow-up shots. To ensure that extreme accuracy is never compromised under pressure, the action is dropped into a rigid fiberglass reinforced synthetic stock. This heavily mitigates foreign flex when you aggressively load the weapon on a bipod, guaranteeing consistent barrel harmonics and 0 point of impact shift when firing from improvised backcountry positions. But unlocking this elite Spanish steel requires accepting a highly isolated ecosystem. The deal-breaker here is the proprietary action footprint. Unlike weapons built on the universally accepted Remington 700 blueprint, this platform utilizes a unique geometry. This makes finding advanced aftermarket chassis systems or specialized modular upgrades significantly more difficult, leaving you largely confined to the factory stock configuration for the lifespan of the weapon. Price ranges from $500 to $850. Number 1. The Ruger American Generation 2. This is the undisputed king of the modern survival era. The original generation revolutionized the entry-level market over a decade ago, but it suffered from a notoriously flimsy polymer stock and a rust-prone blued finish. The Generation 2 is a ruthless mechanical evolution. They absorbed every piece of criticism from the trenches and forged those hard lessons into an absolute masterpiece of modern value. It is a machine that perfectly embodies the democratization of surgical precision. The action utilizes a robust 3-lug bolt machined from a single piece of stainless steel. This geometric advantage provides a lightning-fast 70-degree bolt throw, entirely preventing your knuckles from binding against the large ocular bells of modern rifle scopes during rapid cycling. But the true tactical brilliance is the exterior armor and its integrated biomechanical adaptability. The alloy steel barrel is heavily spiral fluted to rapidly dissipate thermal heat during high-volume fire and is completely sealed in a professional grade gun metal gray Cerakote finish, making it virtually impervious to corrosive rain and blood. Furthermore, the action is secured using their patented power bedding system, floating the barrel entirely inside a rigid synthetic stock. It comes directly from the factory with adjustable length of pull spacers and interchangeable comb height cheek risers, ensuring absolute optical alignment the second you shoulder the weapon. There are no compromises and no fatal flaws to be found here. The empirical field data proves that the mechanical accuracy of this platform is completely indistinguishable from custom-built rifles. It makes the decision to spend $2,000 on a boutique weapon look mathematically foolish. Price ranges from $580 to $729. The answer to the Howa 1500 pop quiz is B, a flat-bottom receiver with an integral recoil lug. The ultimate limiting factor in modern hunting is no longer the steel in your hands. It is the optical clarity of your rifle scope and the aerodynamic efficiency of your ammunition. Stop buying expensive rifles and mounting cheap, fragile glass. Buy the budget rifle, invest heavily in premium optics, and master your biomechanics. Subscribe right now to survive the next fight.